Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. This is the most Mondayest Tuesday I've had in a very, very long time. So as you guys tune into tonight's live stream, be sure to share with us where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on in your neck of the woods. And I am so excited to chat with you tonight. I am so excited to share what I prepared tonight, as this is something that is near and dear to my heart. So as you guys get tuned in, whether you're watching live or you are watching the recorded, be sure to introduce yourself here in the comments. I want to know who I'm chatting with, not only for the comments after this and right now, but in the future for other live streams. I want to get to know you. If you are brand new here, I'm Tanner Bell. If you're unfamiliar with myself, I am the founder of Makers Gonna Learn. We teach you how to use your die cutting machine through education, inspiration, and motivation. And sometimes, on occasion, I get to share with you things that I've learned throughout my business. I always say if I wasn't teaching how to craft, I would probably be some type of business coach, because I truly feel like I have a passion to share what I know and teach you guys a few things along the way. And I know a lot of you have creative businesses, or maybe aspirations to have a creative business as well. So hello, hello, hello. From Knoxville, neighbor, Sharon, Missouri, hello. Arlington, Texas, Wilmington, Virginia, San Antonio, Dallas, Texas. How are you guys doing tonight? This is going to be an amazing live stream. Now, friends, I want to share with you two big things. Number one, I've been working on a brand new workshop. This is a live workshop that is coming up, and it is the first time in over, I think, a year and a half, 2 years that I've offered a training for this price. It is $27, and it's actually how to start your business in 30 days or less. So there's a link to that. If you have not went ahead and signed up for it, we've had hundreds go ahead and register, but I wanted to let you guys know because it's this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. But nonetheless, I am so excited to share 3 things I wish I knew when I first started my business. If I knew the 3 things that we're going to share tonight, this would have saved me so much time, so much heartache, and I would have been able to move forward in my business a lot sooner. And I know a lot of you guys at home probably struggle with this too, because believe it or not, we're pretty similar, very similar, and it is so much fun. Shirley says, I have already signed up. Wow, I love it, I love it, I love it. Time for you guys to come back to Pigeon Forge. I was over in Sevierville today shopping at the Home Goods and the TJ Maxx. So that's a lot of fun, and it is so good to have you all here tonight. I cannot wait. If you have not joined Makers Gonna Learn and you're looking for a coupon code, tonight is the last time that you can use the Labor 25. So if you need to grab a membership, grab it with the coupon code because you don't want to miss out. That's a good one. So included that there. I missed you again. I love it. Gracie is ready for Saturday. I am so ready too. But I am also so ready to share with you these 3 things that you are not going to get on the training. So this is what I love about live streams. We can provide so much value for free. And then when you get to the how to, the what, the when, on occasion, you have to pay for it, like our membership and like our training class. So if you haven't registered, again, it's $27. You get the live, you get the workbook, you get a Facebook group for 30 days. There's a ton of value in there, my friends. So don't miss out. Grab your seat, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be completely live. So woohoo, let's hear it. I'm excited. I'm so excited tonight. And that I'm just going to jump right in, because I want to make sure that if you're even watching the recorded of this live stream, you are getting the value. And a lot of you are like, Tanner, come on with it. Like I'm in my car. I want to treat this just as much as like a podcast and a video as possible, because sometimes we feel a little uncomfortable coming live when we don't have a project to make or a craft to make. But I think this is very helpful for a lot of you that may be interested in just learning about the past and other people's situations. And two, I think there's a lot of you out there that ready to take action and build a business. So these things could actually be very beneficial and helpful to you at home that may be excited to start your very own business. So if that's you out there, my friend, I want to say hello to you, and I want to make sure that you feel seen and heard. So let me know in the comments. Like I said, live recorded does not matter. It is so good. So I was so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into number one because this is super important for me. And these three things, again, I truly believe if I took them as serious as I feel like they are today, that I would be in a way better place, right? Like I've been on the internet for over 10 years. What you see here, the studio we have, the team we have, the resources, the success that you see now is over the course of a decade, over a decade of showing up every single day and serving an audience. And here's the thing, my friends, you don't grow a business by having people already there to surround you. Like people may say, Tanner, it's easy for you to live stream because you have people that will watch the live stream. Has anyone ever thought that there was a time when I would do a live stream and no one would show up? Has there ever been a time that people thought Tanner made videos? Did anyone watch them? At that point, it wasn't about that. It was about serving, and you serve and you serve and you give until people say, oh, there's value, right? Like that's what it's about building a business. Any business that's out there, any restaurant, any service provider, anything. We're all giving some type of service. We're giving some type of transaction, whether it's a YouTube creator, an Etsy store owner, a membership site owner, a course creator, whatever you may be, we are all creating. And that goes in so hard to my number one point for this video out of my three. And that is you have to stop consuming and you have to start creating. I'm going to say that one again because I know a lot of you at home might have heard that and are like, whoa. I want to say it again from a place that I want you all to really know I say it with love because I'm going to expand and explain. So you have to stop consuming and you have to start creating. Now, why I feel like we're very similar is that we're all creators. We are all created to create. And a lot of us get really focused in the consuming. And I can preach to myself about it and I can talk to myself about it because what I find is that when I'm in the consuming phase, I somehow get out of the creating phase. And it's crazy at how when we get out of the creating phase and we go to the consuming phase, that some creativity may get lost there. And what happens is we get excited over other people's success. We get excited over other people creating that we forget that we have to create. And we forget how it works. We forget how to actually create. So when I say you have to stop consuming, what I mean by that is you have to be so intentional on what you're consuming. If you're on your phone all day scrolling on Instagram, I love you all. I hope you follow me on Instagram. I hope you see my stories and my posts. But at the same time, I will be excited for you if you are off Instagram and don't have time to like my post because you are creating for your business. And that's something I wish I understood earlier. I wish I knew that I was not to consume as much because I was to work out and live out a place of creating. There's been many nights, my friends, that I have spent right here and scrolled on Instagram, scrolled on TikTok, when believe it or not, I should have been right here. I should have been creating for two reasons. One, it serves our audience. It serves you guys. I love to do this work. This is the easiest thing for me to ever do is to create content. And some people get so scared to talk to a camera. Some people get so scared to put themselves out there that it becomes scary and they are stuck in a place of consuming. So if I could tell myself anything to kick off this, it would be, Tanner, stop consuming so much content and start creating more, and even more. Stacy says creating content is hard for me. Stacy, stick with me because I got more points that are going to support hard things. Leslie says, love that. Shirley says, I know you are correct, Tanner. Shirley, I've been there. I'm with you. Lorraine says, thank you, Tanner, for coming on so much for us to make sure we are prepared to start our business. I sincerely appreciate you and the whole Makers Can Learn team. I can't wait for the workshop on Saturday. We are so excited for this workshop. This is a great time where you are able to get a low entry offer. You're not having to spend hundreds of dollars. You're still getting a ton of support. You're getting a great roadmap to those 30 days. And if it takes you 45, if it takes you 60 days to work through that, you have the content. So it's not going to be difficult. It's not going to be hard. So I really want to encourage you right now to think about coming to the workshop. $27 is a great price point where you're able to say yes to yourself at a point where you're ready to take action. I truly believe that you will be able to see success if you are seriously ready to show up and start putting in the work. So I'm giving you a drop of a link right there if you're considering. It's also linked down below, both the Labor Day sale for a membership, which is great, and for the workshop. Victor says, Tanner is helping me through a rough time in my life. Thanks for keeping my mind active on something positive. Victor, I have vivid memory of going through horrible things in my life. And thanks to YouTube, I was able to take an hour, take 30 minutes, and kind of space out and learn something fun. I was able to learn things that I would never been able to learn at home. So definitely praying for you tonight, Victor, that, whatever you're going through, that it'll be lifted and that your next season is brighter and more fulfilling for you, my friend. I've been trying to create something every day. I have the ideas, but I take so long to create things. Lorraine, as soon as you start dedicating that time, things will get faster. It'll get easier the more we work through it. And I love it. Starting a business is one of the hardest things you will ever do, but it can be one of the most rewarding things you will ever do. Exactly. So for point number 1, if you're just tuning in, I want to reiterate it one last time. You have to stop consuming and start creating, because we want to, as creators, we are to create. And sometimes if we're on TikTok, if we're on the Instagram Reels, and maybe even on YouTube, like I say this out of a place of, ooh, I want you guys to consume our content, but believe it or not, like more than anything, I know that you can consume our content and you can succeed. So I want to talk to that because you all are amazing. That, sometimes you have to create. A lot of you watch our videos while creating, and I love that. So be mindful and very dedicated to your creativity and your time to create, whatever that may look like. If you want to make videos, make videos. If you want to make crafts and sell them, make crafts and sell them. If you want to build a successful Etsy shop, you have to spend time building that Etsy shop. And believe it or not, it may look like doing more marketing than it does creating. I really want you to be intentional about the business you want to build. Believe it or not, and I'm just going to be honest and open tonight because that's the only way I can be. If you guys have no idea, my goals, I love to serve, I love to teach more than I love to craft. I love to teach, I love to serve more than I like to craft. And I think it comes out if you really see what we do here and what I do best. The best thing I do is break down scary things of your Cricut. That's my goal, that's my heart, that's my mission here, right? Like I take scary things and empower you to do them. I love to craft, I love what crafting can do, but what I love more is being able to inspire others. I like to kind of take the match and take it over and light you guys up to have the encouragement, to have the ability to say, hey, I can do it. And that's what I'm really here to do. Like that's my passion. So think about what your passion is when you're building your business. If it is just to create, if it is just to craft, I would be very mindful. And I talk about this in our Design Make Sell program. Be mindful about what you are building, because you may find yourself having to do a ton of marketing and a ton of sales that isn't as creative as making crafts. So be mindful about that. And that's just kind of like a bonus tip. Becky, so sorry to hear, my friend, praying for you as well. What is the cost of your membership, Michelle? I'm going to drop a link to the Labor 25 coupon code. You can save $25 on your year membership. You're going to save over $84 compared to being a monthly member for a year. And it's a little bit over, it's right at $160 for the entire year. That's 365 days with us. And that equals out to somewhere around in here, 44 cents a day. It's crazy. You want to be part of it. New releases every single Thursday. Check out the link below. You're going to love it. Again, the coupon code is LABOR25, and it is so much fun. So, all right, that is number one. I want to go on to number two. Number two of the three things I wish I knew when I first started my business is you're not going to get better without starting. Okay, my friend, you are not going to get better without physically starting. And this is for me across the board. Like, I am really good at starting when I start, right? Aren't we all good at starting when we start? But it's that period of being like, ooh, I don't know if I'm good enough to teach someone how to do this, or ooh, like I can make a doormat, but somebody else can make a doormat better than me, so I'm not gonna try to sell it. Like, ooh, like I love crafting, but somebody does it better than me. Of course, someone is going to do it better than you. Like, that is the process. Is there people that make Cricut videos better than me? Yes, 100%. Tons of people can make better videos than me. That's not what I'm here to do. It's not what I'm here to say. The point is, you have to start. And what I want to showcase, my friends, is if you have followed me over the past 3 or 4 years, over time, the content has changed. The content has improved. The value has, hopefully in your head, went up. We started with 30 cut files. And when our membership started in 2017 with 30 cut files, if you are a founding member, you invested in us. You invested in our product, that it was going to be worth that at the end of the year, right? We didn't have what you were getting that whole year. We had 30 cut files. There were companies that had hundreds of thousands of cut files that were probably better than ours. I'm just gonna sit here and say it. But what we knew was we could stand out and show up for our audience, for our customers, in a really unique way, and build something beautiful that was unlike everything else out there. So what I want to encourage you to do is how to look at something that you want to accomplish, whatever your goal is, whatever your business idea is. There may be people that you think do it better, but how can you show up and do it different? How can you show up and get better, right? Like, how you start is not how you're going to finish. So what I want you to do is just think about starting. Just think about going for it, because I want to make sure that you guys understand that there is no way to perfect how everything is going to look. Another example of this is in 2017 when we launched our website, Maker's Gonna Learn, for the membership. Guys, we had maybe built the website, like I built the website myself, for $1,000, like less than $1,000 actually. It had been way less. That's how we started. Again, there were better websites out there. But today we have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into our website. So it's just like, you have to start somewhere to get to where you want to go. And you just continue to show up every single day. So if you are saying to yourself, Julie says, fear of succeeding and failure is stopping me in my tracks. My fear that I will get overwhelmed and let people down. I have to change my mindset. Miss Julie, so you are having fear of succeeding, and believe it or not, and fear of failure, which is really interesting. So what I want you to think about is, how can you really break it down? And this is an exercise I do often. right? I do often. You go ahead and plan out the worst case scenario. Okay, let's go ahead, Miss Julie, tonight on a piece of paper. I want you to pull it out and I want you to kind of, we'll do it in two sections. So here is F for fear and S for succeed. This is there. This is the worst case. And this is the best case. Okay, so you're going to do 2 columns for both of these. This is the worst case, and this is the best case. And I do this all the time. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to, what this exercise is called is fear setting. We are going to go ahead and demolish our fears. We are going to lay them down, we're going to put them down, and we are going to say, what will happen if I fail? What's the worst thing that could happen? Write it down. If you fear failing, what is the worst thing that's going to happen? When I failed something, not in this business, in a business before, what I did was I went home and cried to my mom as a 18 or 19-year-old boy. And let me tell you, that is a humbling experience to go home and cry to your mom when I probably hadn't cried to my mom in 8 years. Like, who knows? Go ahead, write down what is going to happen, the worst case if you fail, okay? And you tell me you have the fear of failing. So let's go ahead. If you fail, write your best case. Tell me how you could fail the best. Like, oh, okay, I start doing my business and I just don't like it. Like, that's an easy way to fail, right? Or my worst case could be, oh my gosh, I get so embarrassed. Like, I embarrass a customer, anything like that. Write that down. But then you can handle fail. Go down to the next column. I want you to write down, if you succeed, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? What is the worst thing that could happen? It could be that you don't have time to go to dinner with your friends on Thursday nights anymore. Write it down. Or if you succeed, what is the best thing that could happen to you? I want you to write this in thorough detail, and I want you to outline it. Whether it's financial freedom, whether it is being able to buy yourself a new car, whatever success looks like for you today, outline that best case scenario. Because what I want to share with you, my friends, is that whatever your success picture is today, if you continue to work on it, if you continue to put in the work, that success is going to be probably, no joke, able to at least 10x that. You could easily 10x what your goals are if you wanted to. So you could even think bigger than where you're at. Because one thing I truly believe is that if your goals are not scary to you, they're not big enough. And a lot of times we don't look at we don't push ourselves to where we know we can go because we limit ourselves. So I really want you to think about that and, really make sure that A, you're kind of scared of your goals, and B, think about fear setting, because my friend, I think it would help you a ton. Kat says, oh my gosh, Tanner, I truly have the fear of my business getting bigger than I can handle. This has been the problem for years and stopped me from making a website. Kat, do the exercise, plan it out. This is really good for planners. If you have a fear of failing and a fear of succeeding, do both of those, plan it out. I love it. Just signed up for Saturday, JP. Woohoo! I am so excited. As you can see, I'm working very hard to make sure you guys have a great event on Saturday. So be sure, if you don't already have a ticket, grab a ticket, because it is going to be good. It is going to be amazing. So I'm super, super excited. So Michelle says, I want to start my own business, but don't know where to start. Michelle, I'm going to make sure to sign up for my workshop. It's how to start your business in 30 days or less. I'm going to map it all out for you. I'm going to tell you the why, and I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm giving you the why and the what. So it's going to be fantastic. So I love it. I love it. Love it. Wanted to check. Oh, Just Filmmaker is going to learn last night, and it's perfect timing. Tom Petty, listen, the internet's an amazing place. The Lord is working miracles. So I'm so excited you found us. That is amazing. All right, y'all, just to recap, number 2 right here. Leslie says, is there a link to the class, or do we just go to the website? Leslie, it will be under courses, where you can find the link for 11 a.m. on Saturday, but it'll also be emailed to you. So number 2, you're not going to get better without starting. You're not going to get better without starting. So be sure to check that out. Okay, I'm new to Cricut and wanted to ask, what do you use as a backing to prevent the vinyl from sticking? Do you use the sheets of vinyl? You would have to send an email. I think there's a backing on the vinyl. So after you peel it up, you would apply it. Great question. All right, are you all ready for number 3? Let's go ahead and dive into number 3. And that is, you cannot worry about what others think. You cannot worry about what others think. Now, here's the deal, my friends. I'm going to take a breath because this is actually one that worries myself a lot and has worried a lot of people in the past about not starting my business per se, but for sure putting myself out there. Now, for me, I come from a lot younger generation. No one was social influencers when I started in 2010, but now it's the coolest thing in the world to be. And I still don't talk about it to people outside, like in the neighborhood. But you have to stop worrying about what other people think, because what they think does not matter to your success and to your business. Believe it or not, that is probably the most, like literally the most worthless piece of information that you have. Now, first, what you think people think about you is probably 10 times different than what they actually think about you. Probably true. And number 2, it does not matter. So either way you want to go, you could say, well, Sally thinks this about me. Sally probably don't think that about you, okay? Like Sally's probably too busy wrangling her own kids. Like Sally don't have time to think that. Or you could think, okay, Sally may think that, and that's okay. But it doesn't matter. Yay! I'm going to post this on Facebook. I'm going to continue putting my business number 1. Putting my business number 1 is the most important thing to do when you're working on your business. You gotta put it number 1. What your mama thinks, what your daddy thinks, anything like that does not matter, because your business should be number 1 and your decisions should be made out of, if I do X, will it help my business? We can't worry about what others are going to think. And that held me back from sharing my business with friends locally, with everyone like that, because it is such a big deal to make sure that we're not worrying about that. Because in the beginning, getting started and continuing on building your momentum is kind of the troublesome part. So any of these things, these 3 things about, stop consuming and start creating, that's number 1. If you missed that, please go back and rewatch it later. Number 2, you're not going to get better without starting. You have to stop consuming. You have to start creating. You have to just start your business. And then you really have to lay every feeling of what you may think others think about you at the feet of Jesus, to be honest, and say, I have to go with what my goals are, what my ambitions are. Because at the end of the day, my friends, it does not matter what other people think about you. It matters more about what our Creator thinks about us and what you think about yourself. Because that right there is going to give you the self-esteem to push through, to price your products effectively, to make your goals. And I love. I've not shared that I have a business with a lot of family members because I didn't want any judgment. I will change that mindset. I say this not as someone judging anyone else. I say this out of someone that has went through it, probably still goes through it in a very different way, obviously, from when I got started. But it's so weird. Like, you would think that our family, our friends, the people in our community, we would want them to have support and support us. But we, when we first get started, are so insecure to actually share. I remember when I first started, First of all, would not talk about my business. And then secondly, I talked about it and tried to like really make sure people knew like I was doing the best I can. Like my business was successful. Like that's what phase one, you don't mention it. Phase two, like trying to make your business sound like a big deal. I think we all go through this. I've seen multiple people do this. And let me tell you, by phase three, you are going to be so tired, so busy, so productive that you're not even going to have time to care what other people think. And chances are you're not even going to tell them what you do. Like you're just going to be like, I'm self-employed. Like I just have my own business. Like there's nothing to it at that point. Like when you get to level three, you don't mention your business. You try to really make sure people like know it's a real deal. But by level three, like when people that I do not know ask me what I do, I either say I run a media company or I say I craft for a living. And they usually don't ask any other questions. Like, okay, like how do you craft for a living? No one really asks. I just downplay it and move on because we're too busy doing the work. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you prove yourself to yourself, everybody else just don't matter. Like when you hit your success threshold and you hit your goals, what other people think don't matter. So it's a lot of fun. We all will have crickets in our lives. Do you want to make yourself happy? Oh, critics. Yes, I said crickets. I thought you misspelled it. Yes, do what makes yourself happy. Hey, from York, PA, makes so much sense. I have people asking to buy things at times, and many of those times I was too uncomfortable to sell/charge to follow through many times. Julia, if people are asking you to buy items from you and you have it in your heart to sell, go for it. Go for it. Oh my goodness. Would the class on Saturday be good for someone who has already started their business? Stacy, a great question. We've had some people ask. It would be good because I think you're going to get kind of on fire for your business again. If you've enjoyed this training, you'll definitely love our training on Saturday. So it's $27. It's a little bit over an hour, and it'll be a great time to hang out. You'll get the recording. There's a workbook included. There's a lot of value in there. I will say, if you love free videos of mine, imagine what it's like when you show up for a paid product of mine. If you've never had our membership, if you've never taken a course, never bought a program, like this is going to be a good one for you to take. So if you already have others, this is also a good one, but you know what I mean. Yay, I paid for the class some time ago. Haven't got a confirmation. Will the class just come up on YouTube? No, you need to email customer service, hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and we will be sending out the books probably tomorrow. So that's a great question for you. You'll get the workbooks tomorrow to print out and have them all ready for class on Saturday morning. Woohoo! Woohoo! We worked through our three things. I'm going to recap it one more time. Number one, you have to stop consuming and start creating. I have to say that to my friends that are on the internet. I love it. But you have to stop creating or stop consuming and start creating. Number two, you're not going to get better without starting. You have to have a starting point to get to a finish line. Very important. And number three, you cannot worry about what others think because that's holding you back from reaching your truest potential. So I want you guys to reach out and, say, hey, I can do this because this is important. Lori just signed up for the class. Woohoo! Go, Lori. I love it, love it, love it. You guys are amazing. I am so excited to have you all at class because it's going to be fantastic. It is going to be so good to have you guys there. And I don't want any of you to miss out. Stacy says signing up after this. If you're like Stacy, I'm going to drop the link right there for you in the comments or wherever they're at. And it's down below in the description. Again, the coupon code, if you need a membership, if you have watched this and you're like, Tanner, I need a membership to get inside of your PayPal or get inside of your paid program like Maker's Gonna Learn, which is our membership to get our cut files, our fonts, everything like that. The coupon code is LABOR25, and you will be able to sign up with PayPal or your favorite credit or debit card and get in for $25 off for the year best value membership. My husband is saying, yes, listen to Tanner. Julia, please do it. Do it one time. Go for it. If someone asks you, like, I think that's like number one indicator if you should sell or not, is if someone will buy something for you. Like if you're wearing a shirt and they're like, will you make me one? Like, I'll pay you. That is an indicator that you are good enough to sell your services. Point blank period. Like point blank period. That's an indicator. That's the best market research you're going to get, Julia. And apparently you are saying no to people. And I love that you're setting that boundary. But if you have a desire to sell, the Lord is bringing you the customers. You just got to say yes. Like, this is true. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to come over to Julia's house. Is there a deadline to sign up? So Brenda, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So is there a deadline to sign up? You probably want to sign up by Friday so you have your link because the class is on Saturday. After Saturday, this program will be turned into a course of its own, but you will not have the ability to watch it live. And I want you guys to show up live if possible. 11 a.m. Eastern is when we're teaching on Saturday. And will we learn how much to charge? Josephine, fantastic question. You are going to learn when to price your products. I'll give you tips and tricks, and we will work through that. So that is so, so good. Love it. Vicky, whichever coupon code you want to use, my friend, you are more than welcome to use. Great question. How will we see the course? After you have purchased the course, it will show up tomorrow for you. After you sign up for the workshop, it will show up under courses tomorrow. So you'll be able to download your workbook and get access to everything for Saturday. So I love, love, love that. New here, what the class is about. Christine, in our membership, we have 10 classes if you're a year member. You're thinking about starting your own business, we have a $27 workshop that we are so excited for you guys to sign up for. So there's the confetti is the membership link, and the star eyes is the workshop. So whichever one you want, you can get registered for. We are so, so excited to welcome all of our students. I think we've had over like 400 people sign up for the workshop on Saturday. Like, we are thrilled. We are so, so excited. So if you are excited, be sure to let us know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream tonight. I've so much enjoyed myself, and I cannot wait to see you guys at the workshop. It's going to be really good. So if you have any questions, this is the last time. We're about to end the stream. So let me know any last minute questions. I will get those answered real quick. I have that happen, then I don't know how to charge the right amount without being too little or too much. So Rebecca, here's the thing about pricing. Here's the thing, okay? Start somewhere, because we got Julie over here just saying flat out no. So if you say yes and you charge $10, hypothetically, and then you do it and you're like, I don't know if it was worth $10. I might need to charge $15. Try that next time. See how you feel about it. You have to work from a place of that you really, 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 love doing it. Like, I just want to be flat out with you. You have to enjoy doing it. But secondly, you have to enjoy the compensation that you get from selling your crafts. And that's okay to talk about. Like, I undercharged this, or I spent too much time for, like, my time is worth more. Like, that's okay to admit. But what I want you to do in the beginning, don't worry about undercharging or overcharging. Like, just worry about charging something, and you can build from that. You can always go up, you can always go down. When I started my membership, I was like, I just don't know what the price should be, but I wanted to go with a confident price. So we have been at the same price for years, but some things we've sold, we've had to change the price for. So don't feel like you're set to the price. What's the time frame for the Saturday workshop? 11 a.m. Eastern. Great question. Thank you, Lorraine. Woohoo! The replay will be under your course area of your membership account. On a different note, I hope y'all are rocking being foster parents. Becky, it is one of the most fun, rewarding things we ever have been able to do. I wish I could share more of the kids. Obviously, I would love to, but we can't. But they're amazing, so we love it. They're amazing. Thanks for Thanks for pushing us on up. Brenda, I'm just going to sign up, and if I miss it, you can watch the recorded. Brenda, great idea. StarCraft or Oracle? Megan, we're StarCraft people right now. We like the StarCraft. We also like the Oracle, whichever you want. Woohoo! Signed up. See you Saturday. Yay! 8 a.m. Pacific. So it's 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Mountain, and 8 a.m. Pacific time for the workshop. Woohoo! Woohoo! So it's a little early for my Pacific coasters. Grab your coffee, do a little jumping jacks before the live stream. It's going to be so good, and I cannot wait. I fell off the crafting wagon, but excited to get back to it. I love y'all and can't wait. I'm so excited. So good. Leslie had to go sign up. You guys are awesome. Can't wait to see you there. Grab your ticket if you haven't. I'll see you at the workshop, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm also going to be live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We're making trick-or-treat bags, which you could sell if you wanted. So head to the live stream tomorrow. I'll be babysitting kids. Won't let me watch. Denise, no worries. Whenever you're free, you can watch it. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and we'll see you back here on the YouTube channel at 1:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Bye, my friends. Don't forget, your membership sale ends very soon. So use the coupon code LABOR25 if you need your year membership. Tom Petty joined. Woohoo! All right, good night, guys. See you later. Bye now.